Atlanta, Georgia, Ashford and Dunwoody, Perimeter Center, right outside Perimeter Mall, across the street from an ExxonMobil gas station. On the adjacent corner, there's a building that says IHG. Asian type architecture. Mainly glass windows. Awning like roofing. I'm sitting on a stone wall that's like a semicircle, lined up in a perfect arch with another stone wall that's in a semicircle on a corner facing the street lights. With a right turn where you would yield, in an island where you would stand to get to the crosswalk.
You probably listen to EDM music too, don't you?
Three white guys walk past me, look like they work for a company. The back of their neon green shirts have a logo that's a flag. It says NFHUSA.com. The flag has a star on it. And in the section where there will be stars on the flag, there's another NFE. Two of the men have hats with beards, appear to be bald. One of them, curly hair, tattoos. The one with the curly hair seems to have like a nervous energy, like anxiety. He may be the youngest. One of the men have on a white hat and the other man has on a gray hat. The man in the white hat seems to have authority over the other two. The man with the curly hair has on gray pants, slacks, with boots. The man in the white hat has on khaki pants. It looks like Levi's and boots. The man in the gray hat has on blue jeans, look like Levi's and boots. The man in the gray hat has his hands in his pocket. The light changes to red and they proceed to walk across the street. The man with the curly hair continues to ask questions, raising the level of nervous energy that he has. They cross the street. Then I can only see their heads. They seem to be walking into the ExxonMobil. Maybe they're on a break. There's construction going on behind me. The assumption would be is that they work for this construction company. There's no equipment out here, just vans, porta potties. They're in the parking lot of the mall, directly behind me. The reason for this recording is I wanted to document the location where I met love and I came to a place of understanding and peace. The awareness that it takes of your inner self I'm pausing because the lights turn green and the cars in front of me are taking. Car passes by me making the right turn without yielding. The amount of black people that I've seen in Teslas here in comparison to my home city of Louisville, Kentucky. They always told me that the price to pay for following Jesus is your sanity. This didn't come from any religious doctrine, but people who follow psychology and other portions of research from the occult science and spiritual alchemy the dawning of my awareness to this reality that I live is when I found the name Jehovah, followed by the name I cannot speak. The presence I am. And the Lord thought. The nature of manifestation is belief. You hold a belief as a sacred knowledge until that knowledge becomes the knowing. We call this faith. How you gonna win if you ain't right within? I believe that I'm done with this recording. That information being transmuted through a name I can't speak. This entity, so much stronger than everything else, can hold you It can sustain your life. If you can get to this source, there's nothing in the world that can stop you. There is no apologies in the place that I am. Because I am. All things receive from the name in which I cannot speak resonate, and they create an impression. When you start to talk to this energy, it'll fill your body with vibratory energy. It would be wrong to compare this energy with anxiety or paranoia or PTSD, bipolar disorder. This is the plague set upon by the humans in search of a cure for their ailments. Because how will you win if you're not right within? That is the selling point. And the things that they sell you will make you right within. Two guys approached me over my left shoulder. One wearing a blue shirt, one wearing a red shirt.
It was okay.
They passed by me crossing the street into the island so that they can emerge onto the crosswalk. Both males white. Both blue jeans, one slightly lighter than the other. The guy in the red is wearing the light jeans. The guy in the blue is wearing the darker jeans. They may be headed to the mall. There's also a Chick-fil-A on the other side. And a few other restaurants, a Shake Shack, an Italian restaurant, and a Korean barbecue. They crossed the street with relative ease. There wasn't any cars in position to stop them. They've passed by me some way now. Still in my vision. They'll walk a path that they may be in my vision for the next 15 minutes, maybe. The path is directly in front of me across the street. At the entrance of Perimeter Mall in Atlanta, Georgia. The men with the neon color shirts are crossing. They're coming back. Only in my vision is the man with the curly hair and the man with the white hat. The man in the gray hat is not in my vision. Now in this position with them standing opposite sides of a light pole, you are better to see the dynamics of their positioning in hierarchy. The man in the white hat seems to be the elder or senior, and the man with the curly hair seems to be a junior. As the light changes and they cross the street, the man in the gray hat proceeds to follow from behind. We was right off the assumption that they were headed to the ExxonMobil. The man with the curly hair has a bag, the man with the gray hat has a bag, the man with the gray hat has a drink, and the man with the white hat has a drink. They slowly approach. You may be able to hear them in the background. silence. They stopped speaking upon standing in front of me. Few seconds passing, they resumed conversation. They walk onto the construction site. 2 white cars turn in opposite directions. A black Porsche makes a U-turn. A black Range Rover makes a left turn. The light turns green. The cars go. There's a Home Depot truck. All black Porsche passes to my right. Yields. A Ford F-150 passes. A black Tesla with a woman drinking a coffee. A car with a black man with dreads. A white Cadillac MKS with a banner on their back. Looks like a promotion. There's a light sound of drilling coming from behind me. Products of the construction. All black Suburban. The light changes. A white Jeep. A red Tesla. A red BMW. A white Audi. A gray Range Rover. The light is still red. The light changes. Lexus, black Lexus. Black Acura. Ford F-150 4x4. A black BMW. Talking to yourself is imperative. It's indicative of the nature that you are the only thing that exists. Your mind is the only thing, and all things around you are what you create. Henceforth, if you didn't notice it, it isn't a real thing. It didn't emerge in your world. Tension is a necessity. Black Ferrari. Just like in material, you have to be careful what you pay for. So attention is imperative. Black Nissan look like a Porsche. Red Jeep. Gray Lexus. Toyota Camry with 4 people. Gray Toyota Camry with 1 black man. The time spent deliberating with yourself is the true call for manifestation into your world. You become inward facing, and all things become positive. White Tesla. Black Chevy Malibu. Impala, I'm sorry. White Lexus, 1998. Therefore, the life that you live becomes one with the Lord because you understand the sinner and you are willing to stay here as long as it takes to see the perfect picture and receive the perfect vision of the Lord, so that the things that you truly desire become yours. Silver Challenger. Believe in yourself. Allow all things negative to disappear and fade away into the abyss of your mind. Blue Tesla. Change your existence. Create the new world that you seek. Become the God that you praise. Leave the people who tell you you're not good enough. Leave the people who challenge your structure. Lead the people who believe that you are the one that should lead. And don't fight the ones who don't. God bless. Fish God. Atlanta, Georgia. Ashford and Dunwoody. Perimeter Center. Right outside Perimeter Mall. Across the street from an ExxonMobil gas station. On the adjacent corner, there's a building that says IHG. Asian type architecture. Mainly glass windows. Awning like roofing. I'm sitting on a stone wall that's